So in this session we'll discuss the procedure for setting out the curve. Now I have explained the how to calculate the curve by offset from chord produced and offset Rankine's method. Okay, now you all get to know that how to calculate the elements of curves by different methods. Now we'll go to learn the procedure to set out the curve on the field. Okay, now we'll go to learn or discuss the procedure for setting out the curve in the field. So first we'll go by deflection distance method, that is an offset from chord produced. You all now you have learned to calculate this calculation of curve by offset from setting out of curve by offset from chord produced, that is to calculate first offset, last offset, tangent length of curve, and next you all know how to calculate the length of offset O1, O2, O3, correct? So first we have to locate the point T1, and also we have to calculate all the necessary data to set out the curve on the field. Okay, next with the 0 mark on the T1, at the point T1, spread the chain or tape along the first tangent. Remember, this offset from chord produced, this method is conducted by using chain or tape only. Okay, here we will not use any instrument, that is theodolite or any instrument. Okay, here we will use the chain or tape method. So first, with the 0 mark at T1, spread the chain or tape along the first tangent to point A1. On it such that T1 A1 equal to C1, that is length of first subchord. So first what you have to do on the field, you have to just first mark out this T1V rear tangent. Okay, mark out this T1V rear tangent. After this, spread the chain, keeping the end point of the chain or tape on the point T1, spread the chain along this tangent. Okay, here to point out the mark, to mark out the point, first point A, first spread the chain along this T1 A1. Okay, here the length of T1 A1 is equal to, calculated the length of first subchord. You have already calculated the length of first subchord C1, so this length of T1 A1 should be equal to C1. Okay, so next what you have to do is, with this T1 as a center, and T1 A1 as the radius, you have to swing the tape or chain in this direction. Tape or chain in this direction to mark the A. Okay, so how much you have to swing? That is equal to O1. That's such that A1 A equal to offset O1. You have already calculated this. Okay, got it? How you have to calculate? You have to hold the 0 point of tape or chain here. Okay, and hold the length of the tape or chain equal to T1 A1. Make that as radius, just here, mark here point or swing the tape, and that it should be equal to A1A, that should be equal to offset O1 calculated. Okay, next offset O1 calculated. Next point, fix the point A on the curve. We will get here. If consider if the first point is of 0.25 meter. Okay, 0.25 meter. Next you have to swing the tape like this in direction 0.21 meter. So when 0.25 meter, so when you will get the 0.25 meter, mark that point, fix that point as A. Okay, so next what you have to do is, spread that chain along T1A. Okay, next pull that chain to mark B2. Pull that chain to mark B2, such that AB2, length of AB2 is equal to C2, normal chord. Okay, so next you have to do the same procedure. Put the 0 point of tape here, take the radius equal to AB2, swing the tape in this direction, that length of that P2B is equal to offset O2. So mark the point B, fix the point B. Okay, again spread the chain along AB, along this length AB. Next pull that chain to mark C2 here up to this. Okay, here BC2 is equal to C3. Okay, BC2 is equal to this chord 3. Again keeping the end of the tape here by making it as center and taking this length of BD2 as radius, just swing the tape here as equal to O3. So you should swing this into the length of O3, to the equal length of O3, offset 3. Again consider if this length is about 0.6 meter, 0.6 meter, you have to swing this tape up to 0.6 meter, that is offset 3 is equal to 0.6 meter. Then you have to swing this up to 0.6 meter. Next mark that point D. Okay, that will be your third offset. So repeat this, repeat this step, same procedure, step 4 and 5 till the point of tangency T2, end point, is reached. All the intermediate offset will be equal to C square by R, and while the last offset will be equal to C dash by 2R into bracket C plus small c dash. You have already know how to calculate this. Okay, so now the last point so fixed must be coincide with the point of tangency T2. The last reading must be coincide with the point of tangency T2, fixed originally by the measurements from the vertex. If the discrepancy, that is sometimes it is called as closing error, is more, the curve should be reset. If the closing error, when you have calculated, I have told you how to calculate the length of first subchord and last subchord, and all the length of normal chord is given. So it should be coincide with the last point T2. Okay, if the error is more, then you have to conduct this procedure once again. If the length is less, if the error is less, then it should be distributed equally to all the chords or to all the sideways by an amount of proportional to the square of their distances. Okay, if the error is small, then it should be distributed equally to all the chords. If it is error is small, then you have to conduct this procedure once again. Okay, so first once again, see, in brief I'll tell. First you have to mark the T1V on the field. Okay, so first keep the chain on the T1A1 such that T1A1 is the length of T1A1 is equal to length of first subchord. Okay, again hold the 0 mark, that is 0 end of the tape on the T1. Take the T1A1 as the radius, swing the tape to mark the A1, to mark the A on the curve. Okay, so that swing you should take to length equal to O1, offset O1. Mark the point O, mark the point A. Next spread that chain along T1A, spread that chain along T1A, pull it to point out B2, pull the chain to point the B2. Again keep the 0 end of the tape on the A and take this AB2 as a radius. Again mark the point B, swing the tape, mark the point B. How will swing the tape? You have to swing that up to equal to O2, that length equal to offset 2. If this is the offset O2 is about 0.5 meter, then you have to swing it for up to 0.5 meter, and at 0.5 meter you have to take this, that is, you have to fix this point B. Okay, again same procedure you have to conduct. Okay, this is about the offset from chord produced. Next, how setting out the curve by Rankine's method of tangential angles. Rankine's method is nothing but this procedure we will conduct by using the instrument, that is theodolite. Okay, so this method is in this we will set out the curve by using theodolite or instrument. So set out the theodolite at point A1, T1. This is also same. First you need to mark the point T1V and set out the theodolite at point of curve here PC, that is T1, with both the plates clamped to 0. That is both the plates is nothing but horizontal and vertical plates clamped it to 0, upper and lower plates clamped to 0. Direct the theodolite to bisect the point of intersection V. Direct the theodolite towards this V, that is point of intersection. Bisect the point of intersection so that the line of sight in the line of sight will be in the rear tangent. The line of sight is thus in the direction of rear tangent. Okay, first fix the point at T1. Both clamp both the plates to the 0. Bisect the point V. Okay, next release the vernier plate and set the deflection angle 1, delta 1 on the vernier. Okay, release the vernier plate and set the delta 1. Here also you have already calculated your that is tangential angles, delta angles, and also length of chords. Okay, delta, tangential angle delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, and also deflection angle delta 1, delta 2, delta 3. I have already explained this, how to calculate all. Okay, after calculating all the values only you are going to set out the curve on the field. Okay, so first what you will do, second procedure, you release the vernier plate and set the angle delta 1 on the vernier. The line of sight is thus directed along T1A. T1A, that is what the first delta angle T1A. Okay, with the 0 end of the tape pointed at T1 and arrowhead held at the distance T1A, that is first chord length, swing the tape around T till the arrow is bisected by crosshairs. Thus point the A. That is fix the point A. How will you do? After bisecting the angle, after setting the angle delta 1, you have to hold it here, 0 end of the tape, and next at T1, and next you have to hold the arrow at the distance of T1A, that is first chord length, and you have to swing it till that arrow is bisected by the crosshairs. That arrow is bisected by the crosshairs. When that arrow is bisected by crosshair, at that point you have to fix the point A. Clear? Next, set the second deflection angle O2. Second deflection angle delta 2. Again from here only you have to set that second deflection angle delta 2 on the vernier, so that line of sight is directed along the T1B. So that line of sight directed along the T1B. So again with the 0 end of the tape pointed at A and an arrow held at distance AB, that is equal to second chord, along it, swing the tape around A. Such that the arrow is bisected by crosshairs, and where the arrow is bisected, then at that point you have to fix the point B. And again you have to repeat the same procedure 4 and 5 till the last end point T2 is fixed, till the last end point T2 is reached. Okay, so how we have to do? First, see here in pre-filter, fix the fix the instrument over the station T1, that is point of curve. Okay, first you have to bisect the vertex, bisect the point of intersection while keeping both the plates 0. Next, what you have to do? Release the vernier plate and set it to delta 1, deflection angle 1. Okay, so that line of sight should be in the direction of T1A. Set the theodolite to delta 1. Okay, next what you have to do? Keep the 0 end of the tape in here point at the T1 point, and holding the tape to the distance of T1A, that is first chord length, hold the arrow at the distance of T1A. Just swing that arrow till it should be bisected from the crosshairs from the T1. Okay, where it is bisect, then at that point fix the point A. Okay, next again same, set the deflection angle delta 2 to the vernier. So from the vernier set the deflection angle delta 2, bisect the point T1B. Okay, so after setting the angle delta 2, hold the zero end of the tape at point A, and at the distance of AB called to hold the arrow, swing, and that should be, you have to swing that up to the crosshair. That arrow is bisected by crosshairs. Where the arrow is bisected by crosshairs, fix the point B in that location. Okay, again you have to continue the same procedure. For again to bisect the point C, you have to set the deflection angle, set the vernier to deflection angle delta 3. You have to again next release the vernier and set it to delta 3. Set it to delta 3. Okay, next after setting the theodolite to delta 3, hold the tape to zero end of the tape to point B. Next the length should be length of the tape should be equal to BC, that is chord 3. Hold the arrow at the end of the length and swing it. When that arrow is bisected by theodolite, fix that point, and that is our point C. Okay, continue the same procedure. To check, the last point so located must be coincide with the point T2. Okay, and that should be fixed independently by measurements from the point of intersection. If the discrepancy is small, last few pegs may be adjusted. If the error is small, then last the few pegs may be adjusted. If the error is more, then you have to conduct the procedure again. So this is the procedure of right hand curve. This is called in the procedure of right hand curve. So in case of left hand curve means you have to come like this. So in case of left hand curve, each of the calculated values of deflection angle, that is delta 1, delta 2, etc., should be subtracted from 360 degree, and then the angles so obtained are to be set on the vernier of the theodolite for setting out the curve. Okay, and note here, in this method, 3 men are required. One, the surveyor to operate the theodolite, and another 2 chain men to measure the chord lengths with the chain or tape. One should be hold at the point A and another should be swing at the point B to fix the point B. Okay, this method is most frequently used for setting out the curve of large radius of the considerable length. When it is difficult to do by chain or tape method, in the case of large radius, we have to go for Rankine's method. Clear? Thank you. It is getting stuck.